Hey guys, Alita Steele here to talk to you about challenge groups. So, challenge groups don't have to be program specific. You can have a multi-program challenge group, you can have a single program challenge group, you could have a clean eating challenge group, 5 days, 14 days, 21 days, 30 days. You could have a budgeting challenge group. You could have a love yourself group. It all depends on what it is that you're into and what your niche market's into. So first things first, you want to establish what kind of challenge group you're going to have. If you opt for a program challenge group, what I find that's helping me to maintain success and contact and consistency with my clients is to send out a questionnaire prior to them starting. In this questionnaire, I always ask them what their goals are and in specific, why they chose the program that they chose. I also ask them to provide me with their before measurements and weight. They can do this publicly with the group if they choose. Many people do choose because you're in a tight-knit setting with limited people, so they feel comfortable in this setting. But some send it to me privately, so I track that and I keep it in a spreadsheet. I also ask them what their motivators are. I want to know what in particular motivates my challengers so that I can tailor what my content is going to be to my specific challengers at the time. I also ask them if they would be willing to participate in a team Zoom call for the challengers so that I can, talk to them all as a group and see how they're doing. And I also establish weekly check-ins with them. I've come up with 5 key points that I think will help people to run successful challenge groups. The first thing being that you can't expect to add clients into a challenge group and not be there to support them. I've done it before, many people have done it before, and you're guaranteed to have a flop of a challenge group. Our challenge groups are meant to really develop and work one-on-one with our challengers so that we can help them to see success and also develop potential coaches down the road. So don't drop and run. Be there commenting on their posts and supporting them through the challenge from day 1 through to the end. Number 2 is consistency. You need to show consistency as the coach and be the model that you want them to be. You want them to be consistent, so you need to model that yourself. I always post 3 things per day in my group minimum. I post a motivational quote, post, topic, something that's going to resonate with people based on the feel of the group, something that will speak to people, talking about the scale and how the scale is just a number, or talking about achieving goals and setting out expectations for ourselves. Something that's motivation and inspiration related. And then I also post something that's nutrition related, whether it's, here's a list of foods that help boost your metabolism or what I'm eating that day. And posting my workout. Now, if it's not program specific and it's a multi-program challenge group, then you can post your workout. If you're hosting a challenge group and you're not actually doing that program, it becomes a little bit more challenging, but there's no reason why you can't, let's say, go in and show them a great workout move for your core. You can always be sharing something fitness related in a challenge group. Okay, so don't drop and run, be consistent. And number 3, maintain contact with your challengers. You don't want to just add people into a group and then never touch base with them again. I have a column in my spreadsheet where I contact them once a week privately, and I make sure that I know how they're doing with the program, what they're liking about the program, what they're not liking about the program, or with Shakeology, so that I can help them with their goals and assist them moving forward. So make sure that you're talking to them on a one-on-one basis as well. And number 4 is celebrate success. People are bound to have success when they're working through a program and they're sticking to the schedule, they're sticking to the nutrition guide and to the workouts. So you want to be there to celebrate those successes with them and even share them publicly. Always ask for permission before doing so, but celebrating people publicly not only helps them to know that you truly are happy for them, but also shows people the success that can happen from regular everyday people. So it's a great way to build future challengers. And then the last thing, and this is totally up to you whether you choose to do prizes for your challenges or not, but you can establish prizes for, let's say, the most participation in the group, or the person who was there to support their fellow challengers the most. I tend to steer clear and stay away from, who lost the most inches and the most weight, because that's not what it's about for me. I don't want to start having competition like that, and everybody's different and goes at different paces and is going to have different degrees of loss along the way depending on where they're at in their journey. So it's an individual journey that we are traveling together, and I don't want to create that in my challenge groups. So by following these 5 steps, I really have found that my challenge groups have started to really improve. Don't stress. You're bound to have a few flops along the way, and you're always going to be learning and growing. So learn from your mistakes and continue to improve upon your challenge groups each time that you do them.